Our Turning Point USA family, but I want you guys all to see the Medal of Freedom and be able to look at it in the back of it. You guys are all part of the legacy. So we put your name on the back. It's the first and last time they'll put a cross on it. But yeah, you guys. I literally will stand here so all of you guys have to like I don't care. Everyone can have their moment and see. No, where's that?
Thank you.
Look at this. This is Erika Kirk. Just a few days after her husband was dead, she's smiling, laughing, and showing off his Medal of Freedom like she just won a prize. A lot of people saw this video and thought something's not right. Body language experts studied the same clips, and their conclusions, absolutely chilling. So here's the question everyone's asking. Is this really how a widow behaves after her husband is assassinated? Or is something much darker going on? Stay with me because what you're about to see will make you question everything. Alright, let's begin. If you've been following the news, you already know that Charlie Kirk was an ad at a public event. Charlie was a big figure in conservative circles. Young, ambitious, and the founder of Turning Point USA. Love him or hate him, the guy had energy and conviction. But here's where things get strange. Really strange. Just days after his wife Erika Kirk appeared on camera. Now, I'm not here to say how anyone should grieve. Everyone handles loss differently. But when you watch these videos, something feels off. And it's not just me saying this. Joe Rogan, who's known for calling things out, started asking questions on his podcast. He looked at the whole situation, the suspect, and all the details that don't add up, and basically said, none of this makes sense. But what really has people talking is this. Several body language experts have analyzed Erika's behavior, frame by frame, gesture by gesture. And what they found is seriously unsettling. In this video, we're going to break it all down. Joe Rogan's suspicions about how the case is being handled, expert analysis of Erika's body language, shocking comparisons to how real widows grieve, and why the internet is now calling her the happy widow. Trust me, you'll want to see this. But before we get into Erika's behavior, you need to understand what happened to Charlie Kirk. Because the deeper you look into this case, the stranger it gets. Charlie Kirk was at a Turning Point USA event when he was just like that, a young, influential man with a massive following gone.
I don't necessarily think they know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird shit going on with this.
I know.
First of all, there was that one guy who was the decoy. All right, so you got this guy who's an older guy who starts yelling out. Didn't he take his pants down? He took his pants down. This guy was at 9/11. He was at the Boston bombings.
All the hits.
He called in a fake bomb at another place. And then he did this at this thing. Right after, so somehow or another, this guy has the state of mind that the moment someone gets shot, he yells out and says, I did it, and takes his pants down or something like that. I don't know.
And a guy wrote, this guy got what he deserved. No, he didn't. He had open debates. That takes courage. So if you didn't agree with them, you could come and speak. What's wrong with that?
Listen to what Joe says about the suspect. There was this older man who showed up at the scene shouting, I did it. I did it. And then, unbelievably, took his pants off. I'm not making that up. Apparently, this same man had also been seen at 9/11, the Boston Marathon bombing, and was even linked to a fake bomb threat at another location. And then, get this, right after this incident, he was arrested on child-related charges. Immediately. As Joe points out, that's pretty convenient. Because now you can't interview him. You can't ask him questions. You can't find out what's really going on. Joe Rogan literally says, what are the odds that this same guy would show up at all those events? And he's right, if you ran the numbers, the chances would be basically zero. But it gets even crazier. The official story claims the real was a 21-year-old kid. Supposedly, he used his grandfather's World War I rifle, a gun with no serial number. The story goes that he somehow took it apart, carried it in a backpack, climbed onto a roof, reassembled it, and then made the... Now Joe Rogan knows.
This kid who's not military trained, this guy, first of all, how did he get to the roof? How come nobody was looking? How come nobody was like, there's a direct line of sight between where he's sitting and those roofs? You guys didn't check? You don't have a drone? Like, that's insane. So he's on the roof, he shoots, he jumps from the roof, he jumps down 14 feet.
Yeah, we saw didn't they have video of him jump? Somebody had a cell phone video of him jumping.
There's a video of him jumping. So this guy, whoever it is, jumps off of the roof and lands, whether or not he's even the guy who shot him. Maybe he thought he was going to shoot him. Maybe he's a patsy. Maybe he did it.
I feel like he's a plant. Did you see the video? Did you see the person doing the investigating on his mom's Facebook?
No.
You haven't seen this? Have you seen that, Jamie? Some dude online.
His mom's got a weird Facebook.
It's
spill coffee.
Very trippy. It doesn't make any sense.
Joe really knows. Yes. And he breaks down exactly why this story makes no sense. He explains that you'd need special tools, things like Allen wrenches and Smith equipment, to even take that kind of rifle apart. And even if you were highly ed, it would take a long time to disassemble and reassemble a weapon like that. Then there's the question of how this kid even got onto the roof in the first place. No security, no drones, a clear line of sight to the target, and nobody noticed. Joe's reaction is basically, this story is complete nonsense. None of this makes any sense to me. And honestly, when you hear him explain it all, you start to realize that something's really wrong with the official version of events. Joe even points out that if someone wanted people to lose faith in any kind of investigation, they'd do exactly this. Flood the story with strange, confusing details. You'd have a left in the woods who didn't do it. You'd have some old man pulling down his pants and shouting, "I did it." You'd have a random kid with a suspicious background suddenly become the main suspect. It's like Joe's saying, this might be intentional chaos. But while everyone's busy arguing about the conspiracy theories around the something else started to grab attention. Charlie Kirk's widow, Erika. Now imagine this. Your spouse has just been assassinated in front of a crowd. Only days ago. You'd expect someone in that situation to be shattered, unable to eat, sleep, or even think straight. That's how most people imagine grief. But that's not what happened with Erika Kirk. Just days after Charlie's Erika appeared on camera at Turning Point USA headquarters. And I want you to watch this footage closely, because this is what started the entire controversy.
Our Turning Point USA family, but I want you guys all to see the Medal of Freedom and be able to look at it in the back of it. You guys are all part of the legacy. And then on the back, it's the first and last time they'll put a cross on it.
Look at her face. She's smiling. Not a small, polite smile, but a full, genuine one. She's holding up Charlie's Medal of Freedom, showing it to the staff, and talking about how they're all part of the legacy. She seems excited, energetic, almost happy. And look, I get it, people handle trauma differently. Maybe she's putting on a brave face. Maybe she's in shock. But when you compare this to how most widows act just days after losing their spouse, the difference is hard to ignore. One comment on the video went viral. It said, "Everyone grieves differently, but no one grieves like her." And honestly, that pretty much captured what thousands of people were thinking. But here's the thing, that wasn't the only footage. There was more. And when people started putting all of it together, the picture that came out was, well, let's just say it raised a lot of questions. Another video surfaced. This one showing Erika arriving at an event in a car. In that clip, she's supposedly crying, visibly emotional and grieving. But here's what happened. People watched that video and immediately called it out.
Love you, Erika. Charlie, 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 Charlie. Love you, Erika. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Watch her face. Watch her body language. Does this look like genuine grief to you? Or does it look like someone who's trying to appear as if they're grieving? The internet had a field day with this video. Comments like bad acting and fake crying flooded the post, with many people comparing her to actresses who fake cry for movie scenes. And look, I'm not trying to be cruel here, but when you watch the footage, something just feels off. It's hard to explain exactly what it is, but your gut tells you that something isn't right. Still, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe this is simply how Erika processes her grief. So let's do something. Let's compare her reaction to what real grief looks like. Because if we're going to judge Erika's behavior, we should at least understand the difference. Remember when Kobe Bryant died? His wife, Vanessa Bryant, lost both her husband and her daughter in that devastating helicopter crash. It was absolutely heartbreaking. Vanessa didn't appear in public much after the tragedy, but when she did, her pain was visible. You could see the raw emotion, the kind of grief that radiates from someone who's truly lost everything. It wasn't staged or controlled. It was genuine, and everyone could feel it.
We have so many amazing things down the pipeline.
Fail in due time.
I am so excited.
I miss you, all of you, every day. I love you.
So what do you think? Is Erika Kirk a woman simply coping in her own way? Or is there something much darker hiding beneath the surface? The story keeps getting stranger, and we're only scratching the surface. If you want to know what happens next, make sure to follow, stay tuned, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments because this is far from over.